This skit represents the Lytic cycle, the short virus reproductive cycle. Arabella will be playing the virus and I will be the host. Step 1 of the Lytic cycle is when the virus puts DNA into the host.
Will you go to homecoming with me?
Sure.
This scene represented step 1 of the Lytic cycle because the virus puts DNA into the host, just like LaQuisha, played by Arabella, put herself into my life. Step 2 of the Lytic cycle is when the host requires the virus to form a circle with its DNA.
Take you under one condition.
What?
You have to wear a purple dress.
Deal.
This scene represented step 2 of the Lytic cycle because the host requires the virus's DNA to form a circle, just like Sean requires LaQuisha to wear a purple dress. Step 3 of the Lytic cycle is when the virus DNA instructs the host to make new viruses.
Will you buy me and my friend a ticket?
Why?
Just so it won't be awkward or boring.
Sure.
Woo. Deal.
This scene represented step 3 of the Lytic cycle because the virus DNA instructed the host to make new viruses, just like LaQuisha told Sean to buy her and her 2 friends tickets. Step 4 of the Lytic cycle is when the host explodes, releasing new viruses.
You have the tickets?
Yeah.
Thank you. We're gonna go with someone else. Bye.
Cups of the rose.
This scene represented step 4 of the Lytic cycle because the host cell explodes, releasing new viruses, just like LaQuisha causes Sean to die and her and her friends as someone else.
This skit represents the lysogenic cycle, the lifelong virus reproductive cycle. Sean represents the virus and I, Arabella, represent the host. Step 1 of the lysogenic cycle is when the virus puts the DNA into the host. This scene represented step 1 of the lysogenic cycle because the virus puts DNA into the host, just like Sean's emo-ness is rubbing off on Arabella. Step 2 of the lysogenic cycle is when virus DNA becomes a part of the host DNA.
Oh.
This scene represented step 2 of the lysogenic cycle because the DNA of the virus and the bacteria form together, just like Arabella and Sean both become one with the emos. Step 3 of the lysogenic cycle is when the host cell copies and divides the virus DNA.
This is not a phase. This is a lifestyle. You're this way forever.
This scene represented step 3 of the lysogenic cycle because the host cell copies and divides, just like Arabella and Sean spread their emo ways to my.
We couldn't use my dad, so we used my dog.
Step 4 of the lysogenic cycle is when virus DNA exits the host DNA and starts step 3 of the lytic cycle.
Let's go.
This scene represented step 4 of the lysogenic cycle because the virus DNA exits the host DNA and starts to make new viruses, just like Sean and Arabella's dad leave her to make new emo friends.
Bruh.
Arabella! Freaking email.
It's so weird.
So cringy. Okay. I'm just white. We gotta walk in. Okay. Walk.
Yo, that's on camera. I just tripped over your dog.
Stop!
That's gonna be funny for the bloopers.
It's backward.
Who?
You were like,
This scene represents step 3 of the lysogenic.
oh, I'm sorry.